And again, this is a learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm rambling a little bit, but I have learnt that, you know, it's not good enough just to eat healthy. You've still got to have portion control.
Correct.
So my portion control hasn't been great, and the steroids wanted me to have sweet stuff that I wouldn't normally have at all, but, you know, cheesecake for dessert, because everybody's on holiday in mode.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, my son who lives with me, his girlfriend's been visiting from China and she's on holiday. So they're in holiday mode. So all their meals are based on, let's have the biggest and the nicest holiday food that you can have. So steaks and potato dauphinoise filled with cream on the potatoes, and, you know, lots of butter, and you mention it, I've been eating it while I've been completely unable to move in any other way. All I've done is got out of bed, sit at the table, eat the food, say thank you, and gone back to bed.
Yeah.
So I've put on, in that week, 4 pounds. That's the damage you can do in less than a week.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's been like Monday to today.
Yeah.
4 pounds on.
4 days.
Pound a day.
Yeah.
That's how quick that weight goes on if you eat all the wrong stuff. So that's all the story of what's happened in March. But we're into April now, and I'm starting to recover. I'm out of bed, I've come to my class, I can't do any exercises, because if I start to move, I start to cough, and I just feel nauseous, and I just don't feel very well. So, but we're still doing the talk through stuff. We can do meditations. When you're ill, there are other things you can do to help yourself.
Correct.
And that's the focus I'm taking for the next few days. And I believe, and I fully believe, that I'm going to be well by Monday.
Great mindset. Now, just shows you life in itself has its ups and downs. When we're ill, and I know from my past, when I've been ill, that the body just wants to go to sleep. That's part of his own mechanism to help us to recover, to let the internal hormones do their job and get us back on track. However, through a journey with, like yourself, you know, you've got the weight down to I mean, you're still below the 15. You made a pound on. It's brilliant.
I hit my target.
Yeah,
I hit my target. I smashed it out of the water.
Yeah.
And I've learned so much.
But the best part now, that is, you've still got this target to get to 14 and below into the 13s ahead of you, which is great. You've already made your schedule for the next year. You've set out your timeline and your expectations, which is fantastic to keep up. This is this little setback.